Is the next tower. This is the the KCNN tower. Looks like Google Maps is blurring out the names of it belongs to KCNN, KTTR. I have no idea. I can't see those three others because one of them's censored and the other two are just hard to see in the sun. Google Maps doesn't make sense. They just censor. Well, they blur out just random spots, like random spots on buildings in the sky. Yeah. So you can see this belongs to five radio stations. The first two or six. I don't know if that counts. I have no idea, but there's the two main radio stations, and you got your three other little ones here. And then you got this little antenna. It's probably something that the smaller radio stations use. So this is a red and white tower built in 1980 something. I don't remember. There's some markers there. There's one dish over there, down there. The markers once more. Here's all the radio antennas, and there is the top. It has old school incandescent beacon with a lightning rod, like all towers have, to protect the beacon and the tower itself as well. Sadly, this incandescent beacon no longer works. It looks like it stopped working either early on when I was first born or before I was born. I was born in 2004, so I never got to see this tower light up. I always thought this tower was beaconless until one day when I really started looking into beacons and all the models and stuff. I noticed that it does have an incandescent beacon, and I was just like, oh man, why can't it work? So, yeah, I'm mad that it doesn't work anymore. And they're not going to fix it. They're not going to replace it either. They're doing nothing about it. I don't know how tall this tower is, but if it has a beacon on it already, then it looks like it already requires a beacon. Updates. This tower got brand new antennas on it, like in 2019, I think, earlier 2019. So yeah. There is tower. I already lost count, but there's that. Alright, here is tower number 7. I counted all the towers I showed, and I know how many towers I've shown now. This is a monopole, a red and white monopole as well, which is very rare in my area. And this one has a beacon as well, which is even more rare in my area. It's only like this is the only tower, the only monopole with a beacon. It used to have a flash technology, FH307, I think that's what it was. A halogen beacon, aka incandescent beacon. It flashes the same. It flashes the same as an incandescent beacon, and that's what the tower used to have. Now it has an LED, and the beacon is located right on top of the pole. Well, up the structure itself. It's not located on. Well, it's not placed on any of the platforms up top. Well, the top platform. It's not on there. So yeah, there's that. And there's a road behind the tower, which has street view from 2014. So I'm going to try to show you the old beacon on this. Alright, so I'm on a neighborhood far away from the highway. So looks like the antennas are blocking the beacon. That's the best view of the beacon that you're able to get. And there it is. That's flash technology FH307 halogen beacon. Um, this tower was built in 2002. So I always thought this thing. Oh well, actually no. I I I guess that I made a guess that it was built in the 90s or something, but I was wrong. The reason why I thought it was built in the 90s is because of how it's red and white. Um, Back when I was little, I always wanted this tower have. I wish this tower had a a day mode strobe. That's what I always wanted on this tower. But now that I look back on it, I'm completely fine with what it has now. A night mode only LED. Well, actually, no, I'm not fine with the LED. I miss the old beacon on this. It was replaced in 2016, I think. I noticed it when me and my family were at Dairy Queen, and I noticed that it was flashing differently. Then I realized that it has a different beacon on it. I was happy at the time. I didn't know much about LEDs, and I didn't have a strong hatred for them like I do now. So yeah, and there is tower number 7. Here is tower number 8, the newest tower in Rolla. Currently the newest tower in Rolla. This was this was constructed in 2012. Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. I thought this was from 2015 or something. I was so wrong. I looked at antenna search and found out it was from 2012. It was supposed to be the end of the world. I didn't even know that at the time, but now I do. Everybody, we're so stupid then that we thought we were all going to die. So we're stupid. But this is basic monopole, gray, short. Only has one platform with antenna with cell antennas on it. Beaconless. Yeah, it's not the best tower in Rolla, but it's fine. I like it. All right, tower number 9. This is just a small antenna tower used for a radio station here. I think it's called Sunny 105, I think. It's beaconless, and it's not gray, it's completely red. So yeah, this was from 2010. It's located right by McDonald's, and yeah, it's located here. Yeah, nothing much to talk about. Here is tower number 10. This is another basic monopole built in 2006, I think. It's beaconless. It's markerless as well. None of the none of the monopoles in Rolla have markers at the top, and only one monopole has a full-fledged beacon. That was tower number 7, the only red and white monopole with a beacon. All the others are beaconless and gray. So yeah, it's a taller version of the 2012 monopole. All right, I consider this monopole the best looking. Well, the second best looking. It's my second favorite. My all time favorite tower is the red and white monopole. I like to call it the Walmart tower since it's right next to a Walmart. This is another gray monopole. Three platforms with antennas on them. There used to be antennas located. You can see those dark spots on the tower. There's some more antennas on there, but they were removed for some reason. As you can see, this is beaconless and markerless. So yeah, it's not a basic monopole since it has more than one platform with antennas and stuff. Here's tower 12 and 13. Tower 12. Constructed in 1987, I think. I don't know. But it was constructed in the 80s. This tower looks like a 2000s tower. It really does. If it was an 80s tower, I would imagine it being red and white or something. Because more red and white towers were being made back then. Um, yeah. It's beaconless and markerless as well. None of the only one tower in Rolla has a set of markers. They sadly don't work anymore, which sucks. So yeah, both are beaconless and markerless. This is used as a radio tower along with a cell tower as well. Here is Tower 13. This is just used for a radio. It has a lot of antennas and stuff, and I'm pretty sure it's belongs to the police department, or maybe they own both towers. I don't remember which building is the police department. It's probably that one over there. Yeah, it's that one. So this is probably their tower here. So yeah, there's that. Both beaconless, as I said already. I believe that these are tall enough to have beacons. It sucks how they don't. Would have been cool if they did. So yeah, there's that. Here is Tower 14 and 15. Yep, only one tower. Tower Tower 15 is gone. And this is crappy street view. The old tower that used to be here was a red and white four-legged lattice tower. It had a old school incandescent beacon with two sets of markers, one around the top and another somewhere in the middle, well below the middle of the tower. Then this tower was built in 2011. I don't know the date of the old tower, but it was pretty old, so maybe the 70s, um, late 60s, early 70s, I think. That's my guess, since it was an old tower. So, yeah. That tower was eventually destroyed due to a storm. Some strong wind blew the antenna over, blowing over half the tower, the antenna part of the tower. There is a part. The tower is all wide and stuff like this tower. It gets narrower, and this tower has it just stops getting narrow, and it looks like a guide tower, something like this windmill here. The windmill is dead as well, if you're wondering. Just blown over by high winds as well. Yeah. So yeah. The other tower, the antenna part of it was very skinny. It looked like a guide tower up there. So yeah, it that part of the tower was blown over. I'm not able to show you it because um Google Maps on my phone won't let me change street views for some reason. It only lets me do that on a laptops or computers, which is bull crap. I should be able to change them on my phone. I don't know if you're able to, and I just don't know. Hopefully, but I do wish that I was able to change it. So yeah, you already know the beacon and stuff about Tower 15. Let's go to Tower 14, which I got the numbers mixed up. Um, I should have told you what Tower 14 was before Tower 15, but Tower 14 has um a Hollywell FlashGuard 3000 dual beacon. It has markers as well, and yeah, there's that. This tower's gray tower, three-legged freestanding tower. So there's that. It's owned by the Missouri Highway Patrol. Um, so yeah, they built this tower. I have no idea if it was supposed to be a replacement to the old tower. When I asked the lady once if it was supposed to be a replacement, and her response was a yes and a no. I'm pretty sure that they said that they built it just in case that the old tower was too old to be left there, or just fell on its own, or just blown over by a storm. I think that's the reason why this tower was built. And yeah, this is the only remaining tower right now. It still has its beacon. So yeah, there's that. Tower 16. This this is a red and white guide tower. Um I don't know how tall it is. That's something I don't know. I gotta look on antenna search after this so I can see how tall this is. Um this tower has a flash technology single strobe, white only. It doesn't have the cone inside of it. So it's a, a flash technology FH FH 310. That's what it is. This has a lot of antennas as well. I don't know if it belongs to a radio station. Um, I had looked on Google Maps and typed up radio stations in Rolla, and nothing popped up for this area. So this is most likely used for I have no idea what this is used for. But it just has a lot of antennas on it. That's why I know. This tower was built in 1987. I have no idea if strobe. I don't remember if I'm. It's not very clear if strobe lights existed back then. I have no idea if strobe lights were around the 80s or 70s. I have no idea when they were first made. That's a question that I would have to ask John Boy Ock or Why is Aiden. They'll probably know, maybe. But I have no idea if this tower used to have a incandescent beacon. There is no evidence of one because I can't see any markers on the tower. I looked multiple times on it, and there's no success. It's markerless. There is no markers. No trace of any incandescent beacon. Usually, towers that used to have incandescent beacons, but were replaced with strobe lights or something that well, single strobes that don't come with markers since they only shine white. Um, Usually, they leave the markers of the incandescent beacon behind on the tower. They just leave them up there to rot. But in this case, there are no markers on this, so this so maybe another strobe light was on here because I don't know if the FH310 beacons were made in the 80s. I bet this tower used to have a different beacon, not an incandescent beacon, but a different type of strobe light, a like a KG225 or something, maybe that, I don't know. But just some different single strobe, not that one, not the one that has on it right now. So yeah, I made a video of this. So if you want to find it, it's about a few months old. Around January or February, I think. I don't know. I think I put it in my tower playlist if you want to go there and see it. But yeah, this tower only shines white. So yeah, there is Tower 16. Alright, so here's Tower 17, basic monopole, beaconless, markerless. It's gray as well, so yeah, there's that. Here's Tower 18, which is more interesting. This tower is a tower that has the markers on top of the tower. They no longer work, and that's sad. It They used to work. It was awesome. I seen it multiple times when it was working, but they no longer work anymore. This tower is a radio tower, but there's one time there was a cell phone antenna on it. They didn't add any platform or anything to add that. Um, but it's they removed it for some reason, and now it's a full-time radio tower. So yeah, there's that, and I'm pretty sure it's from the 60s, 1967, I think, because I've seen a picture from 1967, black and white and everything, and it was up this building where the tower is standing on. It was built in the 1967. So this tower's around for a long time. It's one of the older towers in Rolla. One of the oldest ones down here. So yeah, there's that. This may be the oldest tower in Rolla, cause all the other ones I think the oldest one is the one that was built in the KZNN tower that was built in the 80s, or the other red and white tower that I showed you, Tower 15. No, I mean Tower 16. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, there's that. That was built in 1987. Oh wait, I'm pretty sure that the KCNN tower was built in 1981. I'm pretty sure that's when it was built. So yeah, this tower's from the 60s. The markers sadly don't work, like I told you already, and nobody cares. Nobody went out there to fix it. I really, really wish that I was able to fix it myself, but I'm not. So yeah, that's tragic. All right, here is Tower 19 and Tower 20. They're both cell towers, and Tower 19 is more than a cell tower, as you can see. Has a few dishes on top of it with an antenna somewhere around the tower. Um, but its main use is being a tower, cell tower. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, there's that. Um, Tower 19 was built in the 1990. The original beacon to this tower was a flash technology single strobe, but 310 FH310, I think. And it's always had that until 2014, where the tower used to look a little different. I don't know if I'm able to show you on old Street View. Actually, I am. Here, just hold on. All right, so here's what the tower used to look like. There used to be another platform on the tower, but it's been removed in 2014, along with the strobe light. It's been replaced with a with a white only LED, which it's not that bright, but but I've seen some improvement over the past few days this week. I've seen it flash brighter than it usually does, so that's good. Hopefully it stays that way. And it's not on overcast. It usually it's usually pretty bright on overcast days. But today I seen it flashing brightly, and it's a sunny day today, so yeah, it's improving, looks like. So yeah, it has a beacon that I never known that ever existed. I never known that white only LEDs existed. I always thought that there's only night mode only LEDs along with a dual LEDs. So yeah, I always thought that. So yeah, there's that. All right, Tower 20. This tower was built in 1999. The original beacon on it is a flash technology dual strobe, aka flash technology FH324. Shines white at day and red at night. This tower is this tower is the only tower the only tower that takes a long time to switch over to night mode. It's the last tower to switch over to night mode. It could be it just be pitch black. Like the sun could be setting. Well, the sun could already be down, and this beacon would still be on day mode. It takes a long time for it to switch to night mode. So yeah, that's I like that. I really do. Hopefully hopefully it's not going to be a downfall of the beacon in the future, since I already know that this tower is one day going to get an LED because beacons don't last forever, and I'm not going to replace it with another dual strobe. That's outdated now. Tower owners don't do that anymore. This has markers as well. Um, the markers they used to work every single day back then. Now it's a mixed bag. Some days they can work, and others they just decide not to shine. They just decide not to light up. So there's that. Um, this tower used to have three tall antennas on it. Um, but they've been removed, and cell phone antennas were added to the tower. So it looks like it was originally a radio tower of some sort or something. I'm going to get a better view of the beacon. Okay, never mind. You already seen the beacon. You already know what the beacon is. So yeah, there's that. Um this is just a cell tower. Hopefully they're never going to add something to the tower. I like it the way it is now. And I like it. I like the Tower 19. I like the way it is now. I don't want anything added to it. So there's that. All right. Tower 21. This is another monopole, but it was special. It had 3 platforms on it. The top platform is the only platform that was being used. It had some cell antennas on it. It was an older monopole. I seen some rust spots on it and stuff. So they didn't because the tower didn't look like it. It didn't look like the tower was didn't look like the tower was that cared for. Maybe it was abandoned or something. I don't know. But in January 2017, the tower was removed by a crane, piece by piece. So yeah, this tower is no longer around. This used to be a trio here, but now it's just a dual. So this tower is dead. It was beaconless and markerless. So yeah, its 2 brothers were the only towers in this area that have beacons. The day that this tower was being taken down, I would me, my mom, my sister were at Steak and Shake. Me and my sister were just picked up from school, and we're getting sodas and stuff since it was happy hour. Yeah, it was supposed to be all happy and stuff since it was happy hour. But when I found out that that this monopole was being taken down piece by piece, I was not happy. I I love this tower. I love the trio. They are so memorable. And one of the towers are gone now, and that sucks. You're even able to see the top of the tower on the ground. They murdered this tower. How dare they? They should have just kept it up. I have no idea why they did this. It sucks. And it looks like the day that they decided to take the tower down, the Google Maps cars decided to come out and take some more street view, make some street view. So yeah, there's that. Sad death of the tower. Tower 22. I don't know when this tower was built. I don't know. I forgot to mention about the monopole that was taken down piece by piece. I have no idea when that was constructed. This is half cell tower, half whatever those black things are. I have no idea what they're called. So yeah, those are its 2 main uses. There is an antenna on the very top of the tower. I don't know what it may be a metal bar it may be a metal bar to install more antennas on it. So maybe I think that's what it's used for. So yeah, this has a flash technology dual strobe. and it's the only tower that had the most out of all the towers in Rolla, Missouri. There's only two towers I've seen go on emergency night mode. This tower, along with the highway patrol tower. I've seen both go on on emergency night mode before. This has about 3 times, I think. I even caught it on camera going on emergency night mode. Yeah, I made a video back in May, probably May the first day of May, I think, or something. But yeah, I showed the emergency night mode on it. Pretty cool. So yeah, there's that. I'm going to try to save time since this video is going on like 40 minutes, I think. I don't know. I'm not keeping track of time. Tower 23. This here is the only tower in Rolla currently that has more than one beacon. They're both night mode only LEDs. One on top and two in the middle of the tower with two sets of markers. One in the upper middle and one below the top and the other in the somewhere below the middle of the tower. So yeah, there's that. I caught this thing on night mode once. I showed it at day as well. Um, I I've yet to make a proper video of this tower. One day I will. This tower here is literally the copycat to another tower in St. James. Here is the tower. Here is the other tower here. And it has the same beacon setup, or it has the same beacon layout. One LED on top with two in the middle of the tower, but instead of them being night mode only LEDs, they're dual LEDs. They're old school LEDs. The night mode only LEDs on the Cologne Tower are old school as well. So old school night mode only LEDs. So yeah. This has markers as well. There's some up there and some down there. It has the same use as the other tower. It's a cell tower along with these black things on it. I don't know what they are. It's also red and they're both red and white as well. So literally it's literally whoever created the tower in Rolla literally hit Control C, Control V and created that clone tower. Since this was built in 2000 and the other tower in Rolla was built in 2006. So yeah, I don't know if this tower used to have different beacons. I have to check on that in the future on Google Maps and on the Chromebook. I don't know if old school LEDs existed in 2000. I don't know about that. Uh, I'm suspecting that this probably had this. It probably used to have dual strobe lights, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, yeah. So the copy and paste tower. That's why I call it now. Tower 24. This is your standard freestanding tower. Only one platform with antennas on it and flash technology dual strobe. This is your basic 2000 freestanding tower. This is what a lot of them used to look like back in the 2000s. And the most common beacon that was being used for cell towers was the flash technology dual strobes. This tower no longer has its dual strobe. It's been replaced by a modern LED beacon. It has a better night mode than the crappy ones. Um, yeah, so it still shines white at day and red at night like it used to. It doesn't have flashing markers or stationary like they used to be. Yeah, I'm not happy about the LED, but at least they still have the normal markers and it's not the crappy LED since the beacon was replaced in 2019, I think. So yeah. I was really mad about it when I found out. So yeah, Tower 24. Oh, it was built in 2006 as well. Tower 25. Most of it's being blocked by the trees since it's farther away and it's not that tall. I think it's about 200 and something feet, but it has a big antenna on it with those black things on it. Again, it has a it's built in 1991, so it probably has an old school LED, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, it also has working markers, which is rare for old school LEDs currently. So so yeah, I'm happy about this tower, and yeah, it's built. So yeah, I like this tower a lot since it has old school LED with working markers. It only has one set of markers, which is located somewhere closer to the bottom of the tower, so they're placed really low on the tower. So yeah, there's that tower 25. All right, tower 26. It's another monopole. No, not the last. There's another monopole. This tower 26. It has it's beaconless and markerless. It's gray and it has only has one platform with antennas on it. So yeah, it's located next to this water tower, markers and stuff with markers, and located next to this highway patrol tower. Here is Tower 27. It's another monopole. It looks the same as Tower 26, but it's taller. It's next to a water tower as well, and it has the water tower has markers as well, so they're very similar. They're clones of those two other towers. The monopole with that water tower close to the highway patrol tower. But this was located farther away. Well, yeah, far away from the other towers. Like actually no, probably like a half a mile away, maybe. I don't know. So you're not able to see the tower that clearly because the sun. Because yeah, the sun is not our friend right now in this street view. So there's that. Um, this tower here does not exist yet, but it is going to be Tower 28 once it gets built. It's located on White Columns Drive. It's close to Tower 16, the red and white guide tower with the single strobe, and it's also located. It's also going to be located close to the highway patrol tower. The here look, it looks like it's going to be a radio tower since the name is KDAAKMOOC, which sounds like a radio station name. This tower is going to be 446.9 feet, which is going to be the biggest tower. Well, I think the biggest tower, one of the biggest. Actually, it is going to be the biggest tower, so it's probably going to have one LED beacon on top with two in the middle, markerless. Of course, since it's 2018. So, I mean 2020. My mistake. I said 2018, not 2020 like I was supposed to. So it's probably going to have more than one beacon on it since it really is going to tower over every other tower in Rolla. So I have no idea when it's going to be built. There is no date on when it's going to be built. I'm not able to I don't know. I'm not able to squeeze any information out on it. So yeah, last tower of the video. See you guys later. Bye.